Hi. We're just gonna wait for a few more people to join in. Okay. Hi guys. So today's live session is going to be extremely fun because Namrata Soni, the celebrity makeup artist, is going to join us and she's showing us how to get Sonam Kapoor's look. For all of you who want to see which look, we actually posted on our Instagram, Shadi Saga, which look where she's trying to which look she's going to show us. So she's going to join us in a bit and she's going to show us how to get Sonam Kapoor's makeup look. So it's going to be very exciting. You guys are going to have a lot of fun. If you guys have any questions, please ask them in the comments. Also, before we start, just to clarify, I've already done my base. So I've done my foundation, concealer, my blush, and she's going to show us the eye makeup and the highlight. So yeah. Okay, Namrata is going to join us. So if you guys have absolutely any questions, you can ask them in the comments and I'll ask them. Also, this live will be saved. So in case you guys miss any step or anything, you can always go back to Shadi Saga's story and watch it. This live will be saved on our stories for 24 hours. We are also uploading our live videos on our YouTube channel, which is Shadi Saga. So you guys can check out all these live videos on Shadi Saga's YouTube channel, and every day we're uploading the videos. So in case the video goes off our Instagram, you can go and head to our YouTube channel and check it out there. Hey Sneha, what did you DM us? Maybe you can DM us again and we will answer your question. Okay, Namrata is here.
Hi.
Hi. So sorry.
How
Hi,
are you?
How are you? I'm good.
Very,
How
very
are
well.
you? How are you doing? How's quarantine been so long?
It's been good. It's been good keeping myself busy. I hope everybody is safe and sound out there. Lots and lots of love to everybody. And thank you always for tuning in to our lives. I really, really appreciate it, guys.
Yes, great. So I've already told them what we're doing today and
Yeah.
they're all very excited
So
because we're achieving. Sorry,
I know this is actually one of my favorite looks. A soft brown smoky has always been one of my favorite looks, honestly. It is easy and looks good on almost anything and everything that you can wear.
Yeah.
So let's start off by showing them. You have a brown black kajal pencil. You have eyeshadow.
Yes. I have a brown black kajal pencil.
You have a brown kajal pencil.
I have a brown pencil, but it's for eyebrows actually, but maybe I can
okay.
use it.
That doesn't matter.
Right? And it's a really deep brown. Let me just show you.
Nice. It's like a coffee brown. Yeah, lovely. Okay.
And I have eyeshadows. I'll just show you all these colors.
Okay, great. So let's start. Do you have any loose powder on you? May I know your name, sweetie? I'm sorry, I missed you.
Shruti.
Shruti, great.
Yes.
So Shruti,
okay.
can you
one second?
take?
Guys, I'll just turn off the comments for now so that you guys can see everything clearly.
No, you know what? You start. I will start answering some questions while you're doing a step that I'm doing. It'll be better.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I have a loose powder.
That's a compact powder. Do you have a loose powder by any chance? No. Okay. So just.
Yeah. I'll just do that.
Okay, so just a little bit. I don't want it more. It's not like baking. It's just applying it. So if any eyeshadow falls off, it's easy for you to just sweep it away, you know. Okay, great. Okay. So now can you show me your eyeshadow palette again? And I need you to have a flat brush or a fluffy brush with that.
I have flat and fluffy both.
Okay, can you take the black and white brush, please? Yes.
This one?
No, the other one.
This one. Okay. Yep.
Okay, so you have a beautiful dark brown eyeshadow. I think the bottom left, the bottom right corner.
Yeah. This one?
Yeah, that one. Yes, the middle one. No, the middle one down.
Okay. This one.
Yes, so you're going to take that entire color on the brush, tap off the excess on top of the box.
Yes.
And starting from the middle of your eye, you're going to apply the color only on your socket from the middle to the outer corner and from the middle to your inner corner.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I'm going to ask, what are the names of your dermats? Oh, okay. Okay, ma'am, should you use a darker tone concealer to cover intense dark circles? No, you don't need to use a darker tone concealer. You need to use a very good corrector. So you need to use either a peach or bisque corrector depending on what your undertone is. So please figure out what that is. I have put up on my website and my Instagram in the past how to figure out what your undertones are. So you can go and check it out over there. Purple
Do I
lips
put
a
it
good
on
idea.
the inner corner too?
Yes, so you have to go from the middle to the outer corner, from the middle to the inner corner, and really, really intensify it.
Okay.
Purple lips are a good idea, but I would say keep it subtle. So if you're going purple on your lips, make sure that your eye makeup is very subtle. So make sure that you've done just a basic, beautiful winged liner or just mascara. It'll always look better. Oh, I know why that question came. How do you get thick eyebrows, or how do you have thick eyebrows? I think you need to be a little bit more. I have to say that, and I hate the purple lips, but it's the truth. If somebody wants to do purple lips, please go for it. But I personally hate purple lips, especially if they are very, very bright. If you have like a dark blackish purple lip, that's quite nice and goth. But again, go light on the rest of your makeup and it will look quite interesting. Okay, ma'am, what are the names of your dermats? My dermat is Dr. Sushil Tehliani. Shruti, I think someone's asking you about who your dermat is.
I don't have any dermat.
She doesn't have a dermat. She's lucky. She has good skin. Okay, guys. So you're going to do the same thing on both your eyes. Okay. And now, do you have a pencil brush, like a thinner brush for the bottom of your eye?
Yes, I do. This one.
Okay, great. You're going to take the same brown eyeshadow and you're going to go all the way from, just look at what I'm doing, all the way from the outer corner to the center of your eye.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I'm going to answer a few more questions. Hi, Nidhi. I have dark circles under eyes. Any home remedies to lighten? I wish there were home remedies to lighten dark circles, but unfortunately, dark circles are hereditary. So you need to learn how to use a good corrector and a concealer to cover them up. How do you avoid looking too white? Make sure you don't use a foundation which is not your color. Make sure you use a foundation which is your skin color or maybe half a shade darker than your skin so that you never look white, and don't put too much powder on your skin. That gives you a lot of flashback. Please tell me which foundation is good for dry skin. There are lots of hydrating foundations. Honestly, some of my favorite ones are Chanel Vita Lumiere in a more affordable range. You have Nykaa and you also have Smashbox.
All right, I'm done.
Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, just make sure that anything underneath that has fallen, just take your powder brush and just swipe it away with that brush. Okay, that's lovely. Okay, now can you take your black Kajal pencil, please, for me? Okay, now just listen to what I'm doing. From the center of your eyelid, like just very close to your lash line, you will make a very, very thin eyeliner from the center to the outer corner. And then you will take the same small pencil brush that you were using and you will smudge that in from right to left and left to right within that space.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Sneha. I really appreciate the fact that you like my session. Something for open pores. You know, honestly, it takes a while for open pores to go. You do get some really good serums for open pores, but you need to have a little bit of patience. It takes around 3 to 4 months for pores to really go away. What's very, very effective for me, that's been in the past, the minute I have open pores in the summer, is icing my face every time after I have a shower. But I do that for a good 3 to 4 weeks for it to really, really, you know, show up and take effect. How does one choose the right concealer? You need to make sure that your concealer is not lighter than your skin tone. You need to understand what your undertone is. Are you, you know, are you neutral? Are you warm or are you cool? Very important in understanding that for yourself to understand what your concealer should be. Can I see what you're doing?
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay, great. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so while Shruti continues doing that, any good suggestions for blush and kajal for teenagers? Yeah, you get some really nice blushes. You can, you know, if you're a teenager and you have pretty good skin, try and use a cream blush or a gel-based blush. Nykaa has some really affordable brands on their website, so go check those out. For kajal, I would say stick to Colossal from Maybelline. That's a good one. Or even Color Bar has a really good kajal pencil. Okay, that's great. Okay, with the same kajal pencil, Shruti, you're going to do the same thing underneath. So that's from the corner of your eyes to the middle. You're going to apply a very, very thin line and you're going to smudge it.
Right. In my waterline or outside?
No, underneath your waterline. That's your underneath your lashes. Okay, I'm going to answer some more. Will you please give save? Yes, I think Shadi Saga will save this live session so you can go and figure that out. Corrector shade for warm undertones is anything that has peach in it. So like a dark peach, a deep peach. Those are good colors. So basically anything that has yellowish orange in it. Then best highlighter for oily skin, anything which is powder based and not very creamy. So you get great highlighters which are powder based. You can go check them out on Nykaa or Sephora in India. You get some really good ones available. How can you fill acne pits? Honestly, makeup is very, you can fill it up with makeup, but that means you're going to be caking up your skin quite a lot. That is where your pore minimizers and your fillers come into play, your primers. So you can buy a primer which is a little bit thicker, which helps you fill up those acne pits. But your best bet would actually be to go to a dermatologist and do a skin treatment that helps you fill up those pits much better. Best illuminator for brides. Very generic question, guys. I like to use different kinds depending on my bride. So I use a liquid or cream followed by a powder, and it works really well. Can I see what you've done, Shruti, so far, please? Okay, lovely. Okay, now you're going to follow this entire step that you've done with the black kajal with a brown kajal. Okay. But this time you will take the brown kajal from the inner part of your eye, that's the center to the inner part, and from the middle to the inner part. Okay. And then you will just blend it lightly into the kajal. Okay?
Right.
Then which eyeshadow palette is she using? I think we'll wait for Shruti. Shruti, do you know that by heart? By any chance?
Yes, it's by Makeup Revolution.
Which eyeshadow palette? Makeup Revolution. Again, a very good brand of makeup available. And I think it's available at Sephora. So please go for it. Hi, Amrita. How are you? Of course, I remember you from Globus. Any good product for open pores benefit? Okay, I've already answered those. Ma'am, my skin is very dry. If your skin is very dry, you can do some home remedies. You can apply some honey on your skin and leave it on your skin for a little bit of time and then wash it off with warm water. You get amazing creams for dry skin nowadays. So go to a dermatologist or go to your chemist and see something for dry skin and pick that up for yourself. I love the Dior Backstage foundation. For me, it is one of my favorite foundations, but you need to keep in mind that you need to have relatively decent to good skin to be able to use the Dior Backstage by itself. But otherwise, it does give you very good coverage, but you will need to build it up a little bit if you have acne prone skin. Okay, so while Shruti continues that, okay, that's beautiful. Now you will take the dark brown eyeshadow again, which is in the palette. Is there a darker brown than that available in your palette? Can you see?
I actually have another palette, so maybe. No, I think that's the darkest.
Okay, great. So just take that color again on your, so take that color on your brush, which you're using right now, which you did the kajal pencil with.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're going to go all over the kajal pencil that's black and brown, up and down, and blend it with your eyeshadow. A budget-friendly beauty blender. You have YBP, which is a good budget-friendly one. There are loads in the market. Honestly, just pick up the Nykaa ones. They are actually quite fantastic. So you can pick up the Nykaa beauty blenders. They're quite affordable. Someone's asking you later to show the brushes that you're using, Shruti. So that would be good if you could do that later. Tell the brush numbers.
They're all matte brushes, but the numbers have weared off. So
I know all my brush numbers have worn off. It's so annoying, but now what to do?
I'm using. This was the round brush that I used.
Again, they're both MAC brushes for the eyes, guys.
Yeah.
So I think if you go online, you'll definitely be able to find it if you just see the shape. Which brand corrector is good in orange color? Bobbi Brown and LA Girl. They have very good orange correctors. And Kryolan, they have very good orange correctors for our skin type. A good peach lipstick.
Do I do the same thing down
underneath also? Yes, you will. Okay, then I have what do you suggest? If you have hyperpigmentation, you need to do some color correction on your forehead before you apply your concealer and foundation. Can I do anything to tighten this face skin? Well, you can use a few face masks that do help in tightening the skin. Currently, Dot & Key has some really affordable, amazing skin face masks that do help in tightening the skin. So you can like, go and check that out. Then foundation for pigmented skin can be mixed for Farsali oil. Yes, you can mix your Farsali oil with your foundation. It gives a very, very beautiful glow to your skin. Okay, can I see that? Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, can you just brush off anything that's fallen underneath again with a powder brush? Just take a little powder on the brush before you do that. Yeah. Very important step, because colors like blacks, browns, greens and blues, the darker colors, they tend to fall underneath your eyes and they look terrible, and it's very difficult to clean them up. So this is a very, very important step, okay? Now what you're going to do is, there's a lovely gold in that palette that you showed me.
It's a rose gold actually.
Yeah, so that's fine. So just take so next to, on the other side, there's a lighter color of the brown.
This one?
No, so you have your dark brown in the middle, which you used on the, towards your right. No, sweetie, underneath, next to it.
This one? This one?
The other side, yes. Yes.
This is like more peachish.
Yeah, so that's fine. So take a little bit of that on a clean eyeshadow brush.
Okay.
Okay, and you're going to apply it in the inner corner, right there from the inner corner to literally the middle, and blend it very lightly. Not too much color, just a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so that's great. And then you'll apply just a little bit in the center of your eyeshadow and blend it outwards. Okay. Just a little bit, not too much. It just opens up the eyes a little bit. That's it. So for your kajal not to get smudged, try and pack your kajal in with a good eyeshadow, a black or brown eyeshadow. It really, really helps if you just pat in your kajal pencil with an eyeshadow. It doesn't smudge. And even if it does, it takes a lot longer time for it to smudge, so you'll be safer.
Okay.
Okay, great. That looks beautiful. Now, just make sure that you anything that's fallen underneath.
Yes.
You know how to curl your lashes.
Your voice is a little muffled.
I have full network.
Yeah, now it's clear. I think your hand was on the speaker.
Okay, great. So do you know how to curl your lashes, Shruti?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so can you curl your lashes for me and put 2 coats of mascara on both your eyes on top?
I'll quickly get my curler.
Yes. Okay, great. Sure. Okay, lovely. Any good hydrating primer? Yes, you get loads of them available in the market. My favorite one that I like to use is the Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer, but as that is not available in our country, you do have a good hydrating one, which is Embryolist. It's a really good one, and it is available in India. How can you fix my makeup if it cracks? You can go in with your powder puff and set it with a little bit of powder. The cracking will discontinue after that. How to get rid from acne spots? You need to either know how to cover up your acne spots, or then you need to go to a good dermatologist who can help you tackle your acne spots. So if you can go to a dermatologist for the ice burn on your forehead, that's great. But if you feel that nothing has helped, learn how to do good color correction and concealer on your forehead to even out your skin tone.
All right.
A
Done.
good eyeliner. Yeah, that's lovely. Can you please put 2 coats of mascara on them for me? A good eyeliner. Shweta, is it an liquid eyeliner or are you asking for a pencil eyeliner? Please be a little bit specific. How do you use it? Oxidize my body brown sheer glow. So when you're using a sheer glow foundation, you don't need to use oil in that foundation. But if you feel that you have very dry skin, then just apply the oil 10 minutes before you apply the foundation on your skin. Which is an all-time good matte lipstick shade. Honestly, my favorite matte lipsticks there are loads of brands that do some really great ones, but I love the Dior ones. I love the Chanel ones. I even love the Nykaa ones. They're fantastic. For me, I always look for a good red and a good nude. So always keep a lookout for these 2 colors for yourself. So the Becca eye cream is good for mature skin, but just make sure that you massage it really well under your eyes before you start your concealer application. Yes, we will save this live, guys, so don't worry. So eye makeup for droopy eyes. So what Shruti is doing right now for herself will actually help lift your droopy eyes a little bit. So please practice this. It does help a lot.
All right.
Okay, that's great. Can you see how lovely that's looking? I wish you didn't have so much top light on your face, but we will get a makeup. We will get a selfie of yourself. Oh, that's pretty gorgeous. Okay, great. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, have you applied 2 coats or just 1 coat of mascara?
2 coats.
Okay, great. And have you applied underneath?
Yes.
Okay, great. So now we're going to do a lipstick. I want to do a beautiful nude lipstick. What lipstick colors do you have?
I have this nude one.
Okay, that's a nice one. That's Faces, right? I think.
Yeah. Do you want to
Okay,
see
so
the
can
color?
you? Yeah. Okay, that's great. So can you apply that all over your lips? And
Yeah.
then with your fingers, just start smudging the outer corners. So it's really important to make sure that your lipstick line doesn't show very prominently. So I always go and with my fingers just smudge that outer corners everywhere. So it looks really, really natural. Both concealer and corrector are important if you have dark circles. Yes, you can do your eyeshadow application first before doing the rest of your face. It's up to you what step you take in doing your eye makeup.
All right.
Okay, that's lovely. Okay, and do you have a highlighter with you?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so before you do your highlighter, do you have a black eyeshadow?
Yeah. Will this work? It's really dark.
Yeah, that's great. So just take that on the fluffy eye brush.
Okay.
Yeah. And you're just going to apply it right here, Shruti, on the corners of your eyes to just deepen that area of your eye makeup.
All right.
So when you're slightly duskier, you need to remember that you need to slightly tweak the colors because browns don't show up as much than they would on slightly fairer people.
Right.
So you need to then play with a little bit of black and brown when you're working with, dusky skin tones. So just very, very lightly, not too much. And just blend it into your socket slightly. Yeah, that's it. That looks beautiful.
All the way in.
Not all the way, just halfway in. That's it. Just blending out the black. That's it. So whatever is left on your brush, you're just basically blending that out. Can I see that? Oh, that's lovely. Perfect. Just same thing on the other eye, please. So someone's asking, what is the best way to apply Kajal, in the waterline or beneath it? It depends on your eye shape. If you have very small eyes, I would recommend applying the Kajal underneath your waterline. But if you have nice big eyes, you can get away with applying the Kajal inside your waterline. Okay, that's lovely. Can you see the difference, Shruti, that's made to the eye makeup instantly?
Yeah.
You know, so it's not smoky, but it just gives you that effect of a slightly darker brown
Right.
because you mix the black and the brown.
Right.
Okay, so now you're going to take your, do you have a beauty blender on you?
Yes.
Okay, so just take the back of your beauty blender, the flat side of your beauty blender, yeah, and you're going to put, you're going to take a little bit of your powder highlighter on it,
Okay.
on the beauty blender. And then you're going to apply it on your high cheekbones right here. Okay, so make the beauty blender slightly smaller with your hand. Yeah, and just dab it onto your high cheekbones. That's one of the best ways of doing highlighter. It won't move from your face and it will actually look like you're glowing from within. Sometimes when you apply it with a brush, too much gets applied.
Right.
So it's a really nice way of applying applying a highlighter to the face. You can do a little bit on the bridge of the nose, right between your eyebrows, between and below. A little bit on your chin right here. A little bit on your chin. And just a little bit above your eyebrows right here. Just very, very lightly. Okay?
Yeah.
So when I do eye makeup, I actually don't apply highlighters on the brow bones because I feel it's a very outdated way of doing eye makeup. But if you are someone who loves that shine, you can take your fluffy brush, take a clean fluffy brush, Shruti, if you have one.
Yeah.
No, for the eye makeup.
Oh. This one?
Yeah, that's great. Just take a little bit of the same highlighter that you used on your skin.
Yeah.
Very, very little. And you're going to blend your eyeshadow going into your brow bone. Very lightly. Okay, so this is for all the people out there who love that little bit of highlight on their brow bone. So how do you correct smile lines and cracks? You do get amazing lip and eye creams that temporarily fill up the lines while you have makeup on. Another really good way is make sure that you apply enough powder and set those lines before your bride or you step out.
All right.
There are so many questions. Okay, so you can see how lovely and simple that looks. You've got just the right amount of highlighter. You've got a little bit of a soft smoky brown. And, you know, I love it. Thank you, Shruti. You've done such a great job. You've been a great student. I love it. If you guys have any questions, Shruti, I think you should answer a few. You know, what is the difference between the way I showed you how to do this look and how would you regularly do it?
Okay, first of all, I suck at smoky eyes. So if I have to use a black eyeshadow, that's a nightmare for me. But the way you said to just apply it on the corners and gently blend it into the center of your eye actually makes a whole difference, because before we applied the black eyeshadow, my eyes were like, they still look the same. Like it was a little flat. Now it's like popped up.
It's popped. So when you're doing any kind of eye makeup, you need to do it in steps. You need to make sure that whatever you're doing, you first finish the basic, finish your lips, and the last thing that you need to do is go in and add that extra special effect to be able to pump up the eyes, because sometimes you can do quite a lot of it and then you're like, oh my god, I've done too much, my eyes are looking very, very heavy.
Yes.
So go one step at a time, because all you need is a little bit of shadow on your brush and you can do it right at the end. But that's like my secret step that I do, especially when I'm working on whoever I'm working on. Like I always wait, I look at the person right in the end, I see how they're looking in the mirror, and then I add that little extra zinger that I have to on the face. You know, so let's answer some questions. Can you please tell us what are the products that you used, Shruti, for people asking?
All right, so I use the Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palette. It basically has all brown colors and a lot of glitter colors. And
shimmery colors, yeah.
Yeah, shimmery colors, and it's very pigmented. I then used Faces lipstick, which is called Spiced Latte. It's great for any skin tone, basically. It's a nude color. And for the powder, although I didn't have loose powder, I used compact, but it was MAC. And yeah, normal beauty blender. And my mascara was from Benefit. They're real.
Okay, lovely.
Yeah.
And your highlighter?
Highlighter was Wet and Wild. I
Okay,
actually
they
really
have some
liked it.
really nice ones. Yeah, they
They
have
have
some really
really good
nice
highlighters.
highlighters.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
usually
So,
use the MAC Soft and Gentle, but it's too soft and gentle, and I
it is.
love highlight.
Someone's asking you the name of the Revolution palette.
Uh, I think New Reloaded. That's what it's called. It doesn't say
Nude
here actually.
Reloaded. I think that's what it's called. Okay.
Yeah.
So somebody is asking me anything for pigmented lips. So you can apply concealer and corrector all over your lips when you have extremely pigmented lips. But honestly, for me, the thing that works best is a full coverage lip pencil, which just will completely cover up the discoloration on the lips. So always find a lip pencil to use which gives you full coverage, and more than half your job is done. You don't need to then go in and apply
Right.
concealer and corrector on the lips.
Also, a lot of people ask, should they do their eyes before and then the foundation and
Yes, you
concealer?
can. So if you're doing dark eye makeup, I would recommend, if you are not used to doing your makeup, finish your eye makeup. But remember, do your concealer and foundation on your eyelid, powder it, and then start your eye makeup. Because a
Right.
lot of people just do it on their naked eyes, and then they
Right.
and then they ask questions as to why is my eye makeup not lasting. So make
Right.
sure that you either do your foundation and then you pat it down with powder, do your eye primer if you have to, do your eye makeup, then remove whatever has fallen on the rest of your
Right.
skin, prep it, and then continue with your foundation work.
Ritika is asking, should the beauty blender have to be wet or dry while applying the
Your
highlighter?
beauty blender has to be damp. It doesn't have to be soaking wet, and it shouldn't be absolutely dry. If it's
Right.
dry, the product will actually completely come off your face. If it's wet, it will slide off.
Also, is it important to wear an eye primer before applying any eyeshadow?
It again depends on the kind of eyes you have. If you have very oily eyelids, I would recommend using an eyeshadow primer before you apply and use any kind of eye makeup. But if you
Right.
have dry eyes, then I would say you don't need it.
While applying, no, we already answered that. Okay.
Somebody's asked how to make how to make
I
lips thin
know.
with lipstick. Why would you want to do that? If you have big lips, you should, like, I have no lips and I'm constantly trying to make my lips bigger. If you have nice big lips, what I would recommend, I understand the question where it's coming from. If you have very, very prominent lips and you're very conscious of them, try and use nuder lip colors, or try and use lip colors and not give a shape to your lips. So the way I made you do it, Shruti, the way I
Blend.
made you put the lipstick and then just blend the outer corners and the edges, it will
Right.
take away that shape, that very prominent shape that people who have very big lips have.
Right. Can we use compact instead of loose powder for setting up the face?
Yes, you definitely can, but you need to remember that compact powder is already, it's a pressed powder, so it already gives a lot more coverage than loose powder would. So a setting powder's job is to set your makeup. A compact powder adds another layer of makeup. But if you don't have loose powder, apply it and just make sure that you buff your skin with a big powder brush so that your skin and face doesn't look too cakey.
All right. Arzu is asking, white kajal for small eyes or for big eyes?
So you use white kajal for people who have small eyes, not for people who have big eyes that will look even bigger. So you make sure that you only apply it inside the waterline. Don't allow anything to come on the lashes or underneath. It actually looks really, really untidy and bad if that happens.
Ria, the mascara I used is Benefit by it's called Their Real by Benefit. So that's it. Also, a lot of questions we get is sometimes if people want to do smoky eyes, should the lips be nude, or can they go for a bolder lip too?
So again, I am a big fan of, dark eyes and dark lips, but I normally do that in a very editorial space. We don't really do that for real people. But if you do like your smoky eyes, I would recommend the kind of eye makeup we did for you today. That's a soft brown smoky, paired with a red lip or a dark lip, can look beautiful. But if you don't have the confidence, then I would recommend, do not do black smoky eyes. Do brown with a red lip. It'll look amazing. But if you are someone who does not have the confidence to wear so much makeup, then just stick with either eye makeup or lip makeup.
Someone's asking, can you tell a good eye primer? Is Calabar good?
Color bar is great. You even have NYX. NYX has a great eyeshadow primer. Again, both are very affordable and very good primers.
How to avoid makeup to turn gray?
That means you're not using a color corrector. Your skin needs a color corrector. So you get loads of different kinds of color correctors, which you can use under your foundation, which are liquid. So you can go to Makeup Forever, you can go to Innisfree. All these brands do liquid color correctors, which you can just very gently apply as your primer and then apply your foundation. It won't allow your foundation from going gray.
Vedika is asking, which nude eyeshadow palette would you recommend?
My current favorite is a Huda Nude.
Yeah, it has all colors actually.
It is beautiful. It doesn't have black, which I kind of miss sometimes, but I don't mind it because it's actually quite stunning by itself.
And it's extremely pigmented.
Very pigmented. Very.
Pigmented, yes.
Yeah.
Can you suggest a good red lipstick for Indian brides?
Yes. My favorite color is NARS Dragon Girl. It's a beautiful pinkish red. So it actually looks good on all Indians.
Okay, sometimes someone just asked, I missed her name. Basically, what she was asking was, even after applying makeup, she gets bumps on her skin. So why is that?
I'm a little unsure of that question. After applying makeup, you get bumps on your skin, or do you already have bumps?
Maybe the makeup product is expired. That's why you have.
Normally that's the case, but bumps are a little, normally that's to do with if you have uneven skin tone and then you're applying makeup and you don't know how to blend it. But yeah, it could be that your makeup product is expired. So you need to make sure that from the day you buy it and you use it, it only lasts for 18 months to 2 years.
What's the difference between a compact powder, loose powder, and translucent powder?
Loose powder and translucent powder are pretty much the same. It's just that loose powder can have a color, whereas translucent powder has no color. Compact powder is a pressed powder. So basically it is a loose powder which is baked and it is compressed. So it becomes a compact powder. So you get a lot more coverage with a compact powder than you would with a loose or translucent powder.
Someone's asking, how can they contour their nose?
Okay, I think we'll have to do another class for that. It's a very difficult thing to explain right now over, talking. So, but what you can do is take a couple of shades of foundation color, which is darker, and just go around the edges of your nose. So this is where the flat part of your nose, the edges of your nose, you just go around that. Blend it with a beauty blender, set it with a little bit of loose or compact powder, and it'll look amazing.
Guys, this live will be safe. So in case you missed the makeup steps, you can always go back and watch it. Someone, Gurmehar, is saying, even though her foundation shade is her color, her foundation still tends to turn gray.
That means you need a color corrector. We just answered that question. The reason it goes gray is because you need a color corrector under your skin. So please make sure that you go to, you understand what your color corrector, what your undertone is, get the color corrector for your undertone, because most of the time it tends to go gray either around the high cheekbone area, so that's there, or around the mouth area. So you might need a color corrector only in those areas before you apply your foundation.
How to choose the shade of the color corrector?
You need to understand your undertone for that. I've already done an undertone. I think this is like my 20th live literally, and I've spoken massively about undertones. So you have 3 kinds of undertones. You can either be cool, warm, or neutral. So if you're warm, you have green veins under your skin. If you're cool, you have blue or purple veins under your skin. And if you're neutral, you have a mixture of both. So once you understand that, you will be able to go on to the makeup websites, that is either Sephora or Nykaa, and figure out all correctors have an undertone to them. They're either red. So if it's very reddish, it's a cool corrector. If it's very orangey yellow, it's a warm corrector. So you need to accordingly buy that.
Can you also tell us some affordable makeup brushes?
Yes, so you have Pro Arte, you have London Pride Cosmetics, you have Nykaa. I think so many brands are doing it, but honestly, from a professional point of view, I would say Pro Arte and London Pride Cosmetics.
Also, it's really good to invest in good makeup products. as in
Yes, of
like
course it is.
brushes and sponge and all of that?
So I'll tell you something, makeup brushes last you for years if you look after them.
Yeah.
Sponges do, they can last you for a good couple of years if you again look after them, but that is something that you do need to replace on a regular level.
Right.
But you definitely need to invest in good, makeup brushes, good eyeshadow palettes, and definitely good lipsticks and eyeshadows.
What do you prefer more, powder highlighter or liquid highlight?
Both. I can't choose.
Also, someone's asking how to get that glowy skin. I think she means a glowy base.
I've already done that live 2 weeks back. I cannot sit and repeat the entire step, but what you can do is add a little bit of highlighter in your foundation, and then once you've powdered that in place, apply a little bit of highlighter only on the high cheekbones, bridge of the nose with your beauty blender, and it looks like you are glowing from within. So that's a great way of doing it.
Neeti is asking, what is better, a foundation brush or a beauty blender?
You don't need a foundation brush if you have a beauty blender. Again, it depends on how good you are with your makeup. If you are a newcomer and you don't know anything about makeup, you definitely need both. But if you're someone who's a seasoned makeup lover, you can do it with either just a brush or just a beauty blender.
Best lip care products for chapped lips.
Okay, so I think if you have very, very chapped lips, that means you have dry skin coming off your lips. Home remedy for that would be honey with a little bit of brown sugar. Just very, very gently, you can, buff your lips with it. And then you can apply, you get some great lip balms nowadays. There's this product, I'm going to try and find it actually while you talk. So there is Forest Essentials that does it. It's unbelievable, the Forest Essentials one. And then you have this brand called N. Okay, ENN. They have something called the Glaze. That's a clarified butter lip salve. It is unbelievable. I literally use this at night before I sleep. And when I wake up, I don't have any chapped or dry skin throughout the day on my lips. So it's actually one of my favorites.
Also, you don't have to exfoliate your lips every day, right? Maybe
no, you don't have to. But for someone who has, normally people who have very big lips, they do tend to get a lot of dry skin. So what you can do is, instead of exfoliating with an actual exfoliator, just with your toothbrush, you can just go back and forth very gently. It removes all the dead skin. So after you brush your teeth, just exfoliate very, very gently, not hard, because the skin is extremely tender there, and just remove the dead skin and then apply a lip balm on top.
Can you suggest a good BB or a CC cream?
So many in the market. I don't know what to choose from, honestly. I love the Guerlain one. It's my favorite, Baby Glow. But again, I think so many brands are doing it nowadays. L'Oreal, Maybelline, Nykaa. I mean, it just depends on your budget and what you want to spend on it.
Okay, tell us Tell us your favorite Sonam Kapoor look that you've done.
Oh my God. Honestly, I don't know. I actually love doing her face. So I think whatever we land up doing, I love. But I love doing a winged eyeliner on Sonam. She has very beautiful almond-shaped eyes. So for me, that's one of my favorites. No, you don't need to buy branded makeup brushes. Like we said, you can buy Pro Arte or London Pride Cosmetics. They're very affordable brushes.
What is the lifetime of a mascara?
3 to 6 months, 6 to 9 months, depending on how much you use it regularly. So if you put mascara every day, your mascara won't actually last you more than 4 months. It dries up. But if you use it once in a while, then it lasts you for at least a good 9 months. I think we've answered quite a lot of questions.
Yeah, these questions, I mean,
a lot of them are repetition, but I hope we've answered a lot. And thank you guys for, tuning in. Shruti, I'm waiting to see a picture of yours. So please WhatsApp me a picture so even I can put it up on my page.
Definitely.
A selfie picture of yourself. You can give a breakdown of how I've done the look. So it'll be fun. I hope you guys really enjoyed this production. Shruti, thank you so much for being an amazing model for me.
It was amazing having you. This was so quick and easy to do. And honestly,
thank you.
Some really great tips. especially with
Thank you
the
so much.
Panchadi
Beauty blenders. I'm telling you, your beauty blender is your lifesaver. It's one of my favorite things in
Definitely.
makeup.
I never apply my highlighter with a beauty blender, but this is
Well, I
great.
think from now onwards, you will only apply it with a beauty blender. So I think
Yeah,
that's
because
going
it
to be
blends
great.
so well. I can
Yes,
it's so
yes, it
well
does.
blended.
Yes, it
So
does.
thank you so much for
Thank you
joining in. It
so
was
much
great
for having
you.
me, and thank you Shadi Saga for doing this session with us, and thank you all you amazing people for tuning in and watching us do this. And I hope I've answered a lot of questions, and I'll see you soon on my next live.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Take care.
Take care.
All right, guys. So that was for today's look. This is the look that we achieved. I'll just show you really quick. So this is how my eyes look. So thank you so much for joining in. I hope you all had a great time. In case you guys missed any steps, don't worry. This live is going to be saved on our stories. So you can go check it out on Shadi Saga's Instagram. Click on our stories and you will see the live. Thank you. Also, in so this live is going to be saved for 24 hours, right? But in case you want to go back and see it, we've got it covered for you. You can go and head to our YouTube channel. It is called Shadi Saga. All our live videos are being uploaded there. So you guys can go and check out all our live sessions that are happening. I hope you all are enjoying these live sessions. I hope you all are staying safe. And if there's absolutely anything else that you guys would like to see from our end, then please feel free to DM us and we would love to do the live session for you. So that's about it for today. Thank you so much for joining in and take care. Bye bye.